House to Train Your Dragon Episode 2, and things are developing fast, people. Let's go. First of all, I want to apologize for complaining about the lack of fresh new intro music in Episode 1. I understand, it was just that I really was looking forward to hearing what Ramin would cook up this time, you know? I see. But okay, this new intro animation is actually really cool, with the bloodline flowing from Valyria blending with the houses of Westeros to illustrate the Targaryen history and heritage. Very nice. Ooh, remember the crab feeder they talked about in Episode 1? Well, here's the frutti di mare of his labor. Very haunting. Can't wait to see what all this cool cinematography amounts to later in the episode. Another day, another council meeting, and Corlys Velaryon comes storming in to demand that something be done about this damn crab feeder.
The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business.
But hold your seahorses, Corlys. Demanding that something be done about things is not exactly becoming of the richest man in Westeros and master of ships.
I'll caution you, Lord Corlys. A seat at the king's table does not make you his equal.
Tell him, Otto.
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us?
Ah, yes, if only there was a mightier creature than the crab.
You have dragon riders, father.
I mean, yeah, there are those, I suppose. But, Rhaenyra dear, you're a girl, and making sensible suggestions is almost as inappropriate as showing up late for meetings and not putting your stone in the thing.
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Careful, Corlys, careful now!
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
A fine idea, Your Grace.
That's right, off you go, you silly girl. Then don't give me that look! Alright, let's leave the small council to deal with their problems off-screen and go judge some boys, shall we? And before you do, make sure the little statue is on the thing. Yeah, okay, carry on. Ooh, and check your privileges with this subtle bit of symbolism.
Sir Desmond Caron.
I don't know, girl. He doesn't really have that main cast look about him, does he?
So I'm gonna have to say next.
Sir Raymond Mallister.
Statue, Herald, statue. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with evil stepmother over there and say nope on this one.
We're through here. Take him away. Next!
Do you have any...
Sir Kristen Cole.
Oh, well, I guess you do. Statue, Herald!
I choose Sir Kristen Cole.
Well, it's either you do or I will.
Let's not be too hasty, Princess.
Oh my god, Otto, let a girl have some fun.
Houses such as Crickle and Mallister are important allies of the crown.
Yeah, you say that, but let's not pretend this choice is gonna come back and bite us in the bum.
Those men are tawny knights. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Haha, yeah, suck on that! Anyway, up in the King's Chamber, Alicent asks whether Viserys intends to do the old Hitleroo and make Westeros great again.
Do you believe that Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
That depends whether you speak of the freehold at its height or at its fall.
Based. In the Sept, Rhaenyra and Alicent have a lovely bromance as they bond over dead mothers and difficult fathers. And in the gardens, Rhaenys and Corlys do what any good parent would and try desperately to marry off their 12-year-old daughter to an old, powerful man.
Join our families. Wed our daughter, Lena.
Can I see a picture first?
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You were Valyrian's last rider.
Only for a short time, before he died.
Yeah, this is awkward, but, you know, she seems nice. And up on the balcony, Rhaenys ambushes Rhaenyra to scorn her on the way it's always been.
The way it's always been.
I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
But Rhaenyra does not want to play by the rules.
When I'm queen,
I'm going to break the wheel. Here is the hard truth. Men would sooner put the ram to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
The way it's always been.
Shut it!
Later that evening, Viserys' cut from last episode has festered, and during his pedicure he asks the boys for some much-needed marriage counsel, and Otto makes the point that
The Lady Lena is young, Your Grace.
pretty rich coming from the guy that sent his daughter to seduce a king wearing his dead wife's clothes, but okay.
A match with their daughter would go a long way towards uniting the two great Valyrian houses.
Aha! That does it! That look right there! Malos is Otto's tool to bypass Viserys' heirs, to replace them with Otto's own grandchildren, and letting the Iron Throne slowly kill the king to seize total control of Westeros! It's all connected! Back in the king's chamber, Viserys tells Alicent about his date with Laena.
I must admit, I don't know Laena very well.
Really? After a whole date? Surely you must know all about her favorite toys by now.
I'm sure that she will enjoy your company, as I have, Your Grace.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Viserys, you sly devil. Got all the little ladies fawning over you, huh? Then Otto Buskill comes and ruins everything with his emergency meeting. Ooh, because it turns out Daemon has been sneaking around, and here we see him stealing a dragon egg. Whoa! Only all that happened off screen.
Troromasitas exis news. Daridoros daimon sikiasidas eglivzeus.
Assemble a detachment, Otto. I will go to Dragonstone and drag Daemon back.
Okay, drama time.
My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous.
Oh, Buskill.
Let me go to Dragonstone.
Very well, Otto showing some balls and loyalty there. Right, so time to put our armor on to board the boat to Dragonstone.
Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish it.
And be a terrible father while we're at it, I guess. And seeing as nothing else is happening in the show, we can skip right to Dragonstone without people on the internet calling them out for teleportation. Very clever writing.
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
This is a truly pathetic show, Daemon.
Ooh, is that foreshadowing, I hear? And speaking of clever writing, the dialogue suddenly takes a turn from completely on the nose to very, very good.
Are you so desperate for the king's attention that you've resorted to skulking about like a common cutpurse?
I'm simply keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Oh, and then Rhys Ifans shows what a class act he is.
With every breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Whew, George, is that you on the typewriter? And as tensions rise, Caraxes shows up right on cue in true Game of Thrones fashion. Not sure why you're looking so surprised, Otto, but wouldn't you know it, here's a second dragon, even right on cue to balance the playing field. Boom, and we've got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Remember how in Game of Thrones you often felt like you didn't know who would live and who would die in a given situation? Well, over there is Jon Snow to tell you why we can't have that anymore.
There's no time for that.
And if you haven't seen the trailers or just not paid attention, you're gonna love this. Rhaenyra gives Daemon the option to kill her on the spot or surrender the egg, and naturally Rhaenyra is served victory on a silver platter without having sacrificed or had to learn anything to achieve it. You go, girl! Up in the boardroom, yet to be developed character Miss Arya pretends to have some resemblance of agency as she gives it to Daemon for being a bad boyfriend.
You swore to protect me, Daemon. I didn't come into your service wanting gold, the power, the station.
Nobody cares.
Back in King's Landing, Viserys asks his Master of Coin for more marriage counsel.
Laena Velaryon.
And she is the eldest daughter of the wealthiest house in the realm, unimpeachable Valyrian stock. What's to mislike?
She's 12!
She will mature.
Then Rhaenyra returns from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone? You disobeyed me. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
But Viserys is weak, Rhaenyra reminds him of her mother, and she's cool with him taking a new wife, so it's all good. No lasting consequences here. At the small council meeting, the stones are all in good order, and the king announces that he will take a new wife.
I intend to marry. The Lady Alicent Hightower. Before Spring's End.
Oh yes, very surprising. So much in fact that it compensates for the lack of build-up.
This is an absurdity.
If you're into quality storytelling, maybe.
My house is Valyrian, the greatest power in the realm.
Yes, but the show propped up your daughter as the only sensible choice, so it only makes sense to subvert all of that for dramatic effect. Oh my god, have you even seen Game of Thrones? Yeah, cry me a river. He's the king, he can do whatever he wants. You said so yourself.
The king must take a new wife. Mother would have understood this, just as I do.
But Corlys has less reason to be understanding, and here we see him giving a monologue to an unrevealed stranger. Whoa, it's Daemon!
I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
And the plot thickens. Oh look, we're back with the crab feeder from before. Let's finally see what he... Oh. Alright, well, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed that video, and regardless of which, please let me know your thoughts on the episode. A like and subscribe helps me out a lot, so make sure to... I will be back next week for another video, so click the thing to get notified, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.